Hello everybody, I'm TychoCelchuuu and this is a Company of Heroes 2 beta shoutcast. We have a match today between Kvazar as the Austere and 3.141592653589793238462643383, and that's Pi playing as the Soviets and he's Bink. So I hope you are ready for a good match. I'm certainly ready for a good match. I don't know if I can guarantee this will be a good match. It looked like a good replay over at TychoCelchuuu.org, the best website for, I don't really know what they have there, probably ice cream makers or something for sale. It's been a while since I visited, but I did download this replay from there, and I think someone described it as pretty good. It's tough to know now. I think Kvazar's name sounds pretty familiar, but it's tough. I can't remember if he's any good or not at the game, and we don't have a ladder, so you can't like tell outside of like knowing about Company Heroes 1 who's good at this video game, and even then sometimes people aren't so great at knowing which replays are good to post, and so we're just we're in a mess right now. We do have the winner of last weekend's 1v1 tournament. I'll go ahead and spoil that for you, so if you haven't seen the videos, pause this video right now, go and find the Sunday Night Fights YouTube channel. Actually, it's the COH2.org YouTube channel, COH.org. Look at this, wiring out. We'll talk about this in a sec. COH2.org YouTube channel. Watch the 1v1 tournament because the winner was Cepha. Go figure, Cepha's good at this game. And actually coming up, we have two tournaments. We have Ipkai Fung's tournament and the Frontline Network tournament, which has a $1,000 prize pool for the winner, and then $200 for second place, and then $50 if you're stupid enough to get to third. So that will hopefully tell us who the best players are. It's probably going to be Cepha again, but no, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of Company Heroes pros in there. Aimstrong and Devim and all these people. Devim got knocked out early in the last 1v1. So wiring off this green cover, this is something you would see every once in a while in Company Heroes 1. You would wire off really important green cover for your opponents so that they can't get it, and certainly that truck I think gets more green cover usage than everything else in every Company Heroes 2 map combined. But as I say this, look, they're behind a tractor and completely destroying these guys, not stopping the cap, which is really weird. I would have sworn that this would stop the cap. Look at him, he's basically all the way in there. I've seen people with like their penis just sticking over, just the tip of the penis too, and of course they're Germans, so they're uncircumcised, and so just the tip sticking over, and that was stopping the cap. So it's bizarre that that guy like standing in there didn't do it, but whatever, he pays for it, and now he's going to have to sit here getting shot at by combat engineers. Not like it matters, they're not going to do much damage. Whoa, nice wire. So, it's going to be a pain in the ass for the Soviets. Oh my god. Speaking of pain in the asses, conscript's getting a quick cutoff. Look at how fantastic the Soviets have gotten. Oh look, he's got his MG42 up, so that's, oh man, he upgrades the wire cutters, but he can't even cut the wire because he's being suppressed. Oh, it's like a Shakespearean tragedy. What was I saying? Yeah, look at how much the Soviets have capped the map. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Good job for the Soviets. And they capped the cutoff too, so pain in the ass for the Austere to reconnect it, but it doesn't even matter because the Austere doesn't have anything to connect back up until he gets the fuel. And nice hopping in this building. Is he gonna shoot out? You know what's really funny? When you hop in a building, the units get inside and they're like, we need to shoot out the windows. So they smash out the windows, so they go psh! And then you hop out of the building and then you hop back in. And then this time they smash out new windows. They're like, man, I smashed this one out last time. I'm just gonna smash the fuck out of this one. So if you like just hop in and out of buildings, they're just gonna wreck the fucking place. It's horrific. They just no respect. Nice machine gun set up here. First burst does not kill the conscripts. It's too far away, and probably the cover helped them a bit. So just smashing the fuck out of windows. Normally what you would want to do is get everybody on this side of the house, and I say normally, but really that's what he wants to do right now, get on this side of the house, or even better, get everybody on this side of the house. They can only shoot out of one window. There's no reason to stay in this cap zone because you've already got it capped, so everyone goes over here. You have 8 versus 1 rather than your current 8 versus 4. You're letting 4 conscripts shoot you, so there's no reason to do that. You're only going to take damage from the windows. Oh, I guess there's 4 windows on this side, so 5 of those conscripts are shooting and there's only 5 in there, so bad move on the Austere's part, and now he's getting flanked. Looking worse and worse for the Austere for Kvazar, despite this sweet wire that's going to get in the middle. And bazoo, we've got a bunker going up in the middle. What's it going to be? Is it going to be a machine gun bunker? It's a bad facing for a machine gun bunker, so no. It's going to be a medic bunker. That's a weird place for a medic bunker. Is it going to be a command post? Probably. To reinforce here. Because there's no more forward HQs. Company Heroes 1, you could upgrade a building to a forward HQ. Company Heroes 2, that's gone. Yeah, probably a good change. I don't know. Forward HQs, you get some weird, funky-ass strats with those things, and those are gone now, so I don't know how I feel about those going away. Maybe they could have made them more important, but they just said, fuck it, we're just taking it out. One more feature to cut. These conscripts are fucked. So, slowly but surely, it looks like the Soviets are going to get pushed off, but oh man, wonderful pressure! If they can wipe out... Oh wow, this squad's going to die. If they can wipe out this machine gun, though, look, these two guys, or at least this one guy, this guy's definitely in red cover. These two guys don't have yellow cover, at least. And so these are going to put some good damage on the MG. Cubizar keeps his cool, picks it up, packs it up, moving on up to the deluxe bunker in the sky. And yep, it's a command post. Tycho correctly predicts something. Fuck the haters. Haters gonna hate. I guess there aren't really any haters, but if there were any haters, you can't hate me on this one because I was right. So, goddamn, Soviets being a pain in the ass. This is the way to play Company Heroes. You want to be as big of a pain in your opponent's ass as you possibly can without having to, like, actually wear a condom or a glove on your hand or something. Finally cuts this wire. God, must have been waiting to do that for like 20 years. Be a huge pain in the ass. Cut the cutoff. Don't just cut the cutoff. Cap the cutoff. Camp the cutoff. Get into a house. Hop around the house. These guys get plus 60 XP by shooting the fuck out of these guys. I think they're... Oh, you're dead. He may have been trying to cut this wire. I'm not sure how else it would be such low health. I guess bullets damage it. Cutting wire, laying mines, repairing. It's like a death sentence. Oh, don't lose this squad, man. Soviets with a strong opening are now getting brutalized. Losing combat engineer squad, the one that could cut the wire too. Now losing that, so we'll see. Nice gonna be able to get these flamers in the building. From here, you should mostly be able to hit people over here. Once they get over here, your flame's not gonna hit them. They'll definitely roast those guys. So, flamers in buildings quite powerful, of course. They do not set anything in the building on fire themselves, because go figure. Shock troops, no PPSHs yet, but they are more than adequate at fighting at long distance. They have the, what's it called, SVT-41 guns. Can we look at those? Those don't look like SVT-41s, I must be wrong. Who's got the SVT-41s? Penal battalions, those have SVT-41s. Shock troops just have, like, yes, they have Mosin Nagants, but they have armor, so they're good at fighting. These engineers, if they know what's good for them, they'll get close, and just kidding, they'll get in this house, these guys will get close, but if this machine gun suppresses everybody, it's not going to happen. Nice getting a kill on these engineers, or on these grenadiers. Oh man, getting 2 kills! Yeah, don't discount your builder units. They can fight. They can't just fight each other, they can fight. Look at this thing. So, I guess Relic fucked up the blizzard notifications, or the freezing notifications in the last patch. Somebody posted on CompanyHeroes2.org and Company Heroes 2 Reddit. Shout out to everybody from Reddit. You probably don't like you, but, so I guess they fucked up the, blizzard notification thing, because it says, like, $ no key or whatever. That's what you get when you're missing, like, a thing, like a, oh, the engineers are dead and these guys are freezing. That's what you get when you're missing the string, the thing that you program into the video game to display. So these guys are both freezing to death. Gotta get over here. How are they getting healed up? What? Oh, they used a med pack. Right, so when you reach Vet 1, when you reach Vet 1 as the Ostherr, you get field first aid. Lets you heal other people. Doesn't let you heal yourself. It's a communist sort of ability, and the question is, why did Relic give a communist ability to the fascists and keep the fascist abilities for the communists? Well, that's how Relic rolls. We have automatic weapons shredding up this cart. Oh, the humanity! The humanity! Also some people dying, but the cart! The cart! And shock troops win that. Shock troops tend to win against Panzer Grenadiers up close and personal style, and still the Soviets with a commanding hold on the map, but still just one of the fuels. So, not as much of a stranglehold as you might expect. Well, I'm not sure what you're expecting. What are you expecting? I was looking at this mortar, so you've seen it already, and you know what's up, so you know the mortar's coming. Let's actually, before we talk about the mortar, look at the tech. For the Germans, we have a tier 1 out from the Germans. They've been pumping out Panzer Grenadiers, and by Panzer Grenadiers, with an S on the end, I mean Panzer Grenadier, and a half-track. SDKFC 251 half-track. I think this stands for... People have told me what SDKFC stands for like years now, and I never remember. These guys have a sweet uniform. Look at that. That's spiffy. It's not fucking like wintergreen mint colored like these guys. Let's look at these guys. Hey, stop moving. Shh, goddamn. Yeah, look at that. It's like a weird bluish green. I don't like this. Bad fashion sense. And what's this thing around their necks? Do they all have like beavers or something? Bear pelts? I don't think those are bear pelts. Maybe those are wolf pelts. What sort of furry animals live in Germany? I guess bears do live in Germany, but bears are associated with Russia, so they can't be bear pelts unless they killed a bear. They got to Russia, killed a bear, wore it on their shoulders. They only killed brown bears, though. I'm sure Russia has brown bears. Russia's got every kind of fucking bear. Russia's like Bear City, USA. Except it's not in the USA. That was a failed grenade from presumably these guys because I didn't see a timer, so the rifle grenade being the only thing with a timer. He could pop some smoke right now in front of here. It would maybe block also the half-track sight, and then he wouldn't be fired upon. I feel like something made a boom, but I don't see any... Oh, this mortar! God damn it, I'm an idiot. Let's talk about the mortar now. This is a doctrinal mortar, the PM 41 82mm. Well, is it? Fuck, let's switch. Look at my lack of knowledge. No, of course it's not a doctrinal thing. He's got the shock troops. That's just it's just a mortar, guys. What the fuck? It's just a mortar. Maybe he bought a mortar because of the bunker. Don't have to be scared of the bunker because it doesn't have a gun, but whatever. I'm also very confused as to why Qvizar has gone half-track and bunker, seeing as the half-track is basically a bunker with wheels. In terms of bunker with wheels, I mean you can reinforce at the half-track, so it's kind of a mystery. It's one of those Scooby-Doo things that we have to solve. We'll pull the mask at the end, and it'll be like, Qvizar's like, I didn't think about it, and I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for your pesky shoutcasters. Except I guess he wouldn't be laughing. More like crying or something. God, how great would it be to be like on the Scooby-Doo gang and just go around like butting your way into people's business and talking dog and stuff. You'd be high like 24/7. I can't be the only one with this fantasy. So we have the T-34 out. Latest patch bumped the fuel cost for the T-34 up from 75 to 90. This makes very little difference because it's still going to come out before any austere tanks. They upped the acceleration and the speed, I think. So now these things, they just... Like, you thought they crushed infantry before? No, they didn't crush infantry before. I mean, they did, but they didn't. Now they crush infantry. You want to crush infantry, you use your T-34. There's a grenade that killed a fucking ton of people. Panzer grenade, bundle grenade. This AT gun is wailing on the T-34, but it'll probably get out of there just because it's so far away. And that was a beautiful bundle grenade by these Panzer grenadiers. I gotta give them mucho props. And mortar going in only has 1 kill. And a friendly's killed. It has 1 kill, and maybe the friendly counts. I don't know. I see no way to test that now. I mean, I see a way to test that. I see no way for us to find that out in this replay. We need to rewind. And Rallic doesn't have a rewind, but not to be too mad at them, because that's really hard to add into this game. But, that would be sweet to rewind. So, wailing on the bunker. He did kill the half-track too, so this is going to really cut off the Austere ability to reinforce on the field. Austere finally pushing back in map control terms. This unit down here, not idle for too long, but was idle for a moment, so let's all feel smug and superior to Qvizar, because of course we've never had idle units in our game. Come down. That hurt! These two people... Oh, you're not... Yep, you did. That's it's a mortar, and they're reinforcing, so they can stick around forever and just be destroyed by this mortar. Look at this! These guys exist. Oh, now they're dead. First they exist to be mortared. Now they're dead. And yeah, AT gun has to get the hell out of there. Oh, look. Killed it. Okay, wait. Let's click on the mortar. 8 kills, because I think it's gonna kill a fucking shock troop. Yes. Yep. Okay. Friendly kills do not count towards the kill counter. I don't know how I feel about that one. Oh, I feel like I was gonna ask people to put something in the comments. Because I had some sort of question I wanted to ask. God damn. If I remember, I'll tell you. Another thing I want to remember to tell everybody is that in my last 2 shoutcasts, I think, I've always gotten like Yanni. Because I'm doing these at night. I always play games before I shoutcast because I want to get like into the Company Heroes 2 mindset and be like, yeah, I'm playing the game. I'm not just sitting here on my ass talking into a microphone. I'm sitting here on my ass clicking on stuff and talking into a microphone. And so then by the time I shoutcast, it's late, and then I get Yanni, and so I want to apologize this time before I yawn. And maybe if I could figure out, if you have any tricks for not yawning, post those in the comments. Don't say coffee. Here's the freezy thing. I guess that's just to warn you that a unit has begun to freeze in the blizzard. I don't know, that's bizarre. I'm not sure what that thing's supposed to be. Whatever, it's probably a bug anyway, so the T-34 is finally repaired. Soviet's just constantly into this meat grinder. Gotta question whether this is the best use of your time. It's not... So he's got this mortar, so you kind of have to commit when you have a mortar to sort of focusing up in an area. We have a counter mortar, by the way, STKFZ 250/7 mortar half a track, and these were often assigned to the 1st German something Panzer Grenadier Brigade, blah blah blah. I don't know. Imperial Dane always does this stuff. He knows like all of history. I don't know shit about it. Here's what I know about history. Germans killed like 80% of my family in Europe, then they got their asses kicked. So possibly had this gone in the other way, things would have worked out, but whatever, I'm alive, so no complaints. Wow, what mortars are going in there? I guess that's a German mortar he's pulling out now. So, mortar half-track, cool for the Germans if you haven't bothered to detect you're building with a mortar. Kivazar, of course, has bothered to detect who's building with a mortar. I suppose the mortar on the mortar half-track is a better mortar. It's certainly a more mobile mortar, and a mobile mortar is cool because let's talk about this thing I was going to talk about before stuff happened, and then I can talk about it. When you buy a mortar, you sort of commit to a fight, or to sort of concentration, because you can't just put this mortar in the middle and shell them without anything guarding it, because then they're going to be like, I think I will take out the mortar. What do you think, Hans? And Hans will be like, ja, because that's German for yeah. And then they will go step over to here, and then it turns out the mortar's just alone. They shoot it and it dies, and nobody's really happy except the people who shot the mortar. And of course, it'll take them 20 minutes because the Soviets have 6 people. Anyways, if you leave your mortar undefended in the middle or something, it's gonna get shot. You can always send your mortar down south or down north, and that's actually usually a pretty good tactic. But you do have to bank on them having somebody to fire at, and of course, you have to send units along with it to scout for it and stuff. So. That's a plan, but let's say you send your mortar to the middle because you want to take out this bunker here or something. You can't just leave it undefended, so you send someone to defend it. So let's say you have like a squad here and they're like fighting around here. They can't really fight around here because the reason you sent the mortar in the first place is because your opponent had like a bunch of units. If your opponent has a bunch of units, you're gonna get your shit pushed in if you only send one squad. So then you send like 2 squads, and soon you've sent every squad and you've signed a pact never to go to either side of the map and just to fight in the middle for the rest of your years. We have 3 shock troop squads, an AT gun, a mortar, all aligned here, and this squad is fucked. And they're like, "Yep, let's just get out of this building. Maybe we shouldn't be here." German mortar's gonna be coming in though. These guys, the only reason I can think that they're crawling is because, oh my God, the humanity! He's burning alive in the snow. They dance their way to death. And nothing can... Jesus, motherfucking Christ, that was everybody except this guy. And he's booking it. He knows what's up. There's no reason to watch him. Suppression. So, got a really good hold for Kivazar here on this middle. The suppression's going to tie them down. They're trying to crawl out. Some smoke would be sweet as fuck right around here, because that would block all this shit. I guess I'm not sure what the range, or what the radius of the smoke is. Shock troop DC held up pretty well under fire. He's letting his AT gun shell. Not doing very much. He could use the what's it called? Light artillery barrage. You click on this and then you click on there and it's like kaboom! And stuff blows up, but I guess he doesn't want to commit. I'm not sure why. He's gonna get mortared soon. He wanted to come in and flank, but the timing didn't quite work out. Let's stay watching the Soviets for a while. He's got a nice bank of fuel, 120 fuel, 320 membrane. Was that the light artillery barrage? No. Nice shot though. He's got he's in the thing. This is going to be dangerous, but potentially very rewarding if he can get some flames in on the MG. But if this church collapses, he's going to regret it. Because Jesus gets pissed if you collapse a church. Do you have a Bible near me? No, I don't have a Bible near me, so I can't quote from the Bible, but I think Jesus totally says, collapse a Coptic church in World War II and you're going to be fucked. It's like one of Jesus's big things. Help the poor, wash my feet, don't collapse Coptic churches. So this was a death squad. That's bad. It was a noble goal, but oh, boom, 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 that's artillery. They were all to retreat that thing so that you can do what? Nothing. You even have a mortar here, moving up into the fire. What happened last time you were in the fire, mortar? Tell me, mortar. Tell me what happened to this AT. God, that's killing my frame rate. Is there a guy here? What are you doing? What is your major malfunction? He's playing Ghost Gun. That's a fun game when you're 4. Lame. So here we go. Finally repositioning the mortar somewhere where it's not the oh, Right, it's a new mortar. It's a recruit mortar. It's the old mortar with the new crew. So they don't have veterancy. That's annoying. You would think the guy who ran off, like as he runs off, while he's, ooh, nice hit. While he's running off the field, he'd like take out a legal pad and scribble down like, here, or no, it's Russian. Here are all the tips I learned about mortar. I will tell you everything I know about making mortar work, and they will pin this to the base as I leave. And then, so the new mortar crew shows up, and they take the legal pad and they read it. And how are there 6 people here? And they all look like mortar crewmen too. So the thing is, I think now when you oh, he bought a new mortar. On a scale of 1 to 10, that's really bizarre. Just very... I can't imagine... It costs 240 to build a mortar. It costs... Well, I don't know what it costs to reinforce these guys now, because they're dead. Well, it costs 15 to reinforce a mortar, so really what you want to do is crew it with, like, engineers, retreat it back to base, and then recrew that for 45. Why did you build another mortar? I guess you just needed it right now. Okay, we're squish them. Squish, squish. Don't. Wrong direction. They don't. These guys are panzer fast. Okay, well, whatever. Lame. I wanted to see some squishing action. I'm all about the crushing. Or the squishing. I prefer to call it squishing. Crushing is more dignified, so you can see why I'd go with the squishing. But T-34 is just made for it. It's the #1 vehicle recommended by dentists and proctologists alike for crushing motherfuck out of your enemies, and I just hate to see an opportunity go wasted, especially once you get fasted, right? Once you get fasted, there's nothing. Well, they can fast you again. Still doesn't do jack. Nothing. Fight them with impunity. Now he can't do anything. Crush, 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 crush. He's not like he's gonna fast you again. What are you backing up for? Wimp. Wimp. So, shock troops being the badasses they are, they've just been suppressed for like 20 years. Finally, they're dying. Not sure what the Soviets are trying to accomplish with this thing. Maybe scouting for his mortar. It's not happening. These guys just got hit by a mortar. Was that a mortar half-track? I don't know. It's got 28 fucking kills. These are all at one... Dude, he's lost a squad. Is he losing another? He lost another squad. Is he losing a 3rd squad? No, they actually have a lot of health. They're not going to die. Completely beyond me what the Soviets were planning with that. He's got another mortar. He retreated. I don't know. He's recruiting the AT gun. He's fucked. This Stuk has been out for a while. Finally, Cubes are using it. He was scared because of the AT gun, but whatever. He's got a mortar supporting him now. Everything is coming up peachy for his Ostia player, and I'm ready to call it for him. Obviously, the Soviets can definitely turn this around and take it back, especially if he can get this AT gun pointed slightly in this direction. The Stuk gets chased, and the Stuk is giving chase, and it's going to drive directly into the AT gun. Oh, no, it's stopping. You know, if it got stuck here, that'd be a perfect T-34 rank, because this is deep into enemy territory. The only thing you have to worry about is a mortar potentially taking out the T-34 that is just rammed, but that would have to take the T-34 down to really low health for that to happen. So now we have a blizzard, perfect time for the Stuk to retreat. I guess this just pops up whenever there's a blizzard coming, and very briefly I clicked my mouse and then it was drawing a box, and instead of having to hold down the button, it was whatever. You don't care about that. What do we got every tier? We got every tier for the Ostheer? Every tier for the Ostheer, yes. We're rolling in tiers. Why do you buy tier 4? What do you want from tier 4? A Panther? These cost a lot of fuel now. You want a Brummbär? No, you don't. Do you want... No, you don't want a Panzerwerfer. What do you want? Panzerwerfer. The W in the German is pronounced with a V. And the V is pronounced with an F. And I don't know how you pronounce the F. Is it an S? Is it also an F? I'll tell you what it is. It's a mystery. But just by knowing the V and the W and being able to make that sound with your throat, you've got like 80% of German pronunciation down, is my impression. This comes from picking up my friends' German books and reading it to them, and they're like, hey, your pronunciation's not bad. And I'm like, yep, that's totally on purpose. I'm not just repeating stuff I heard in video games. Not at all. Definitely not doing that. Did not learn most of my German from Day of Defeat and Red Orchestra and Company of Heroes. It's certainly not where it happened. Didn't get it all from Band of Brothers. Certainly not from Saving Private Ryan. There wasn't enough German in that. That was a fun. So these guys are going to freeze to death, almost certainly, if they don't get killed by stuff. So now we have 2 T-34s. This is where things start to get dicey for the Wehrmacht. Why did I say... Well, they are the Wehrmacht. Someone pointed out. The Ostheer are the Wehrmacht, right? Because, you know, the Wehrmacht is just the German army. But Wehr, I think, being war, and Macht being doing stuff, making stuff. So like if you're a shit Macht, you probably make shit. And this is the German lesson for today. You'd be a Scheißmacht. Scheiße. What's going on? So medic's good. And 570, oop, just spent it. What do we got? What's coming out? It's a Brummbär. Why? Why buy a Brummbär? I guess you haven't seen two. Well, I think you saw two T-34s up where his Grenadiers got game banged if he was careful. So obviously in the fog of war, what would happen? It's actually, in some ways, it's easier to spot like a tank in the fog of war that you can't see in your sight radius, but that shoots at you, because then it pops up on the mini-map and in the main thing, but out, like, in the dark, so it, like, sort of pops out more. So, like, well, we can't see this going on now because nobody's shooting at anybody, but, like, you know, normally if you see a unit in here, it's like, ah, it's a big clusterfuck, what's going on, I can't see anything. But then when it pops up in the fog of war, it's like, whoa, what's going on? How can I see you? Oh, you're shooting at me. What are you? You're a T-34. Smoke bombs. Large smoke pots. Did Relic put smoke and pot in the same sentence? Oh, those wacky Canadians. What are they gonna do next? Marijuana. Well, now the blizzard's gone, so we can't really, but whatever, that's my contention. So I think he saw the two T-34s, so at that point buying a Brummbär is like, what the fuck? I don't know, we'll have to see how it does versus the T-34. I think they can actually get some good damage if the T-34 stands still. Stugan takes some hits from the front, doesn't have much trouble. Panzerfaust adds insult tensor. Yeah, crush those motherfuckers, crush them, yeah, boop-a-doop-a-doop. Do it. Brummbär is opening salvo, destroys the fuck out of that truck, so that's really just exciting. Stug is down, nice penetration there, these guys are retreating. Brummbär getting some damage in on the T-34, we'll have to see how much he does. So here's a virtue of the Brummbär, fucking hard to kill, right? Look at that. It just looks like, well, oh, Panzerschrecks, okay. It just looks hard to, well, okay, I take it back. You get Panzerschrecks, they'll open this up like a tin can. Also, one of the most interesting things about the Brummbär, it looks like it came straight out of a comic book. Look at this. This looks like it's from Borderlands, doesn't it? The T-34 is dead, by the way, from the Panzerschrecks. This looks like it's from Borderlands. It's a cartoon. I don't mind. Like, well, it's kind of weird. I think it looks really good just for a different video game. So the thing about the Brummbär, really hard to kill unless you get a Panzerschreck. So what he's going to want to do is run his shock troops up, grab a Panzerschreck and stuff. He's still got map control, but with both of his T-34s soon to be dead. And this AT gun just gonna plink away forever at the front and never get anything done. Yeah, this is immobilized, so these guys have to come over and repair it. Brummbär is just nailing stuff that doesn't matter today. Like, boo, destroy that debris. Whew, good use of those massive shells. And this is gonna be tremendously painful. Seems like a lot of, oh, they burned to death. So this is a thing that's new in Company of Heroes too. Seems like a lot of artillery does, why are you bombarding? Seems like a lot of artillery does fire damage now. Things just set things on fire. The Brummbär does fire damage. I feel like maybe the Soviet big infantry or big artillery thing you can unlock as the Doctrine with the dirt. I think. Whoa, man, motherfucker! Look at that damage. I thought the Brummbär was hard to kill. I guess the ZIS maybe got a buff in the latest patch. I should have read those patch notes. They were kind of. Ooh, it's fucking the Brummbär up from the front. Maybe being close is helping, but now it's just okay. That's really funny. It's vet 2 also, just from dealing damage. I like that, how you get vet for dealing damage. So this Brummbär is out of the fight for a while. Luckily not any engine damage or anything. That would have been really bad. But we have a T-34 coming in to try and finish it off. I'm curious to see if the Germans are going to get out of this one. He can maybe just reverse the Brummbär. Is he going to see the T-34 coming? Well, obviously he does now. Oh, look at that damage. T-34 should be able to circle strafe. No trouble at all. Or even just get in behind it and clog it up. The turn rate's not very good. Then don't show your butt. Don't show your butt. Circle straight. There you go. There you go. Look at this, the wreck of the old T-34. Alright, here we go. Was that a misfire? Oh man, takes a nice hit to the side. This is hilarious. By the way, if this thing can back itself into a corner, maybe that'd work. T-34 can't hit a goddamn thing. Oof, it's gonna die. This may be how the Russian... Ooh, here comes the Panzerschrecks. The end, and Brummbär takes out a house for his trouble. So, now what are the Russians left with? Oh, 1,000 manpower. What the fuck? Stop! Floating manpower. Dear everyone playing Company Heroes 2 in the entire world, you, me, 3.14159265358979323846264 something. Qvazar. Qvazar. Oh wait, no, Qvazar not floating. I can't select any. So Pi. Qvazar kind of floating a bit too. Person, the last shoutcast I shoutcasted. Everybody in Company Heroes 2 ever, don't float 1,000 manpower. There's never, ever a good reason to be floating 1,200 manpower. That's, if you lose the game, you have nobody to blame but yourself. These people aren't even moving. He's gone AFK. This isn't even set up. He just gave up when his T-34 died. Look at this. This is a T-34 graveyard. It's like an elephant graveyard, but there's no musical number from the Lion King set in it. Play back over. Okay, I'm guessing the Soviets quit, because I don't think Qvazar is ready to concede this one. So the lesson here, don't float all your stuff. Soviets even had enough for a third T-34. Really what the manpower could have gotten him is more fucking shock troops. He threw a lot of shock troops away. You saw 2 of the squads die in the middle for no good reason, but even given that, he could have rebuilt them, and those would have destroyed the Panzerschrecks, and between that and a bit better micro, he could have taken out the Brummbär once the Brummbär was dead and the Panzerschrecks were dead, care of a ton of shock troops who just destroy Panzer Grenadiers once they've committed to Panzerschrecks, because then the shock troops have 6 people with automatic guns versus 2 for the Panzer Grenadiers. So once they do that, Soviets would basically have free reign of this entire map. They could take out the Pak 40, no trouble, go back to spamming T-34s, which they have at least 1 left from microing better against the Brummbär. And yeah, so lesson here, don't float manpower. If you do, I'm going to find you in the night and carve my name into your chest. And actually, I'll carve my YouTube channel into your chest, so subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oh god, I'm that person who says subscribe at the end of his videos now. I swore to my dying father that I would not be that, but turns out he wasn't dying, and he wasn't my dad either. Not my real dad, so it doesn't count. Cross my fingers anyways. Alright, see you guys on the flip side, which most people don't know, but that's a place in Iowa, so I'm not sure why we're going to meet there, but it's going to happen. You'll find me. I'll find you. It's going to be weird.